Happy Sunday, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I greatly appreciate it. For those who are new to the channel, I'm NaturalDane, and I upload every Sunday and Wednesday at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. And so today is another pattern review. If you missed it, I hope you did not, but if you did miss it, don't forget to go watch the Sewing Buzz that just posted. I'll leave an iCard here and leave a link down in the description box with all new patterns and different things, a lot of new stuff that you may have missed that happened in the month of June in the sewing community. But always a treat at the end of those videos is a SND chat, so NaturalDane chat, and it was with the lovely Divine Dita. Again, here is a picture, and you know that we collaborated on this dress, and so I'm so very excited the way it turned out. I know you guys will enjoy that interview, so make sure you go back and learn a little bit about Miss Dita, and make sure you go follow her over on Instagram as well. I will leave a link to her handle down in the description box. So let's jump right into this review. Oh, before I do, of course, I got to welcome all my new subscribers. Thank you so much for tuning in today. If you have not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell. And if you don't mind, give me a thumbs up on your way out. That way other people can see the content and join in on the fun over here. So let's just jump right in. So it actually ended up being a rainy day. I took pictures today in the dress, and it started raining right when we finished. So it's a little bit of overcast in the pictures, but that's okay. So we got back just in time, and so I needed to take the dress off because I wanted to talk about a couple of details in it. But let me first address the accessories were all planned for this look because I knew what I was going to create. And also, if you all have been following my professional color analysis series, if you have not, I have my professional colors done. I share my color palette. I have shared several looks that I will be recreating during the whole 2021 spring summer mood board. And so this is actually the first one that I finished from that. Yes, it is. Now the color is a little darker than what I had shared before, but when I do an entire lookbook of everything, you'll see. I'll share all of that with you. But yes, this is one of the looks from that. And so make sure, if you have not checked out the color series, or at least check out the items that I plan to make, I will have, make sure you stay tuned, because I will have hauls coming up. I'm actually going to break them up because I ordered all my fabric for all the pieces I'm going to recreate. So I have that. But while I was already shopping for fabric and stuff, I ended up buying patterns. I ended up buying some more fabric. And so I'm just going to break them up. I was going to do just one video, but I'll do all the shopping in my color palette fabric haul. And then I'll do another haul that have some other fabrics and patterns in it. So if, again, thumbs up the video if you enjoy it. Also, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell so you do not miss those hauls, because they are good ones, very, very good ones. And so anyway, so let me go ahead and jump into this pattern. So if you can tell, the past few dresses I've made, they're pretty much, for me, it is so hot. So I don't know if you can hear the thunder, but it is so hot in Texas. The humidity is, woo, is real, feel over 100. But anyway, we praise God for central air and air conditioning. And so I love dresses that I can just throw on over my head, not always having fasteners in them. Last week Sunday, you would have seen my Simplicity sundress, which was absolutely beautiful to make as well. Just open up here, really nice. So if you missed that, make sure you go back and watch it. This one is another one that I've made where no closures or anything like that. You just throw it on over your head, and it is a beautiful, comfortable fit. I absolutely love this dress, and I do want to make another because I love these type of dresses. And you know what another reason I love them is because they're nice to travel in. So if you're sitting in the airport or something like that, yeah, it covers the back of your legs. This length did for like if you sit in a chair and stuff like that. So what pattern is it? It is the Emerald Dress made by Ray. And so this dress actually has a really nice size range. So if I go over the size range with you, the size ranges go from extra small up to the number 5. And so what that means is the full bust at an extra small starts at a 32.5 inch, and the 5 that goes up to a 57 inch. However, keep in mind the finished garment measurements. So those are the body measurements. The finished garment measurements, and I always like to share this because you all know, for me, if I find that I need to grade between sizes or something like that, I usually try to allow my body to take up some of that finished garment measurements instead of making a lot of tweaks and everything to the actual pattern. It depends on the style of the pattern, different things like that. This particular pattern doesn't have bust darts. It just have a center front seam, a back seam, and of course the side seams. And so yeah, the finished garment measurements start at 37.5 for extra small, and it goes up to 62 inches for 5. So you are looking at 5 inches. What is that? 5 inches of ease. So you have room to play around with, or if you need to tweak it, you can tweak it, make adjustments and whatnot. I am, at the time I made this, 46 full bust, 39 waist, 48 hip. So I decided to go with a straight extra large, and the straight extra large bust measurement is 42. That's body measurement according to the pattern, but the finished bust measurement is 46. And so yes, I know you're only giving yourself 1 inch of ease because I just said full bust is 46. Yes, but I figured it was going to work. My hip, the hip end up being 52, and you'll see, I'll share some pictures and video and everything. You'll be able to see how it measures. And then the length of the dress from the shoulder point down measures 43 inches, which was absolutely perfect. So from my shoulder down to my knee, or just below my knee, I think it's just below my knee, is 43 inches. So I knew the length of the dress was going to be perfect. I knew I didn't need to lengthen or shorten it at the waist or anything like that. So yes, that measured out perfectly. And so I will say the instructions are very good, but let me first go over the fabric. So fabric and accessories. So these beautiful accessories I have on, like I said, I purchased them specifically for this look and for some other looks I'm gonna do. But this head wrap, this is the, if you saw, I don't know how many videos it was, but I had on a black head wrap, and I said that I purchased it from Mondi's Threads. This was the second head wrap that I talk about, I will be showing soon. This is the second head wrap that I purchased from Mondi's Thread. I will leave a link to her Etsy shop down in the description box. You all probably follow her here on YouTube, but also over on Instagram as well. These earrings, do you remember these earrings? Anybody remember these earrings? These earrings I purchased from, if you saw that haul, Extra by Stacy. And so yeah, I purposely knew I wanted these to go together. And then this bracelet stack, this is from if you've been watching my professional color analysis series, you know Glenda Harrison makes jewelry, and it's called Being Jewelry and Accessories, B-E-I-N-G. I will leave a link to all these shops in the description box below. But she had this new set that came out. It's called the Camilla. It is called, let me just make sure because I have it sitting right here. Yeah, it's called the Camellia Resin Stretch Bracelet Stack. And this was actually gifted to me, so thank you again, Glenda, for that. But she also I also made a purchase, but she did gift me this as well. So sorry that's not quite, hopefully that'll help. You can actually see it. And so, and then this one I already just had in my collection. So yes, and so I had all that on with the dress. Not necessarily go with what I have on, but it most certainly can be worn with what I have on. So the fabric is from EWE Fine Fibers, U Fine Fibers, EWE Fine Fibers, or U Fine Fibers. And this is it's an Atelier Brunette viscose crepe in the color mustard. And so so yeah, when I saw this pattern, because, and I'll pop it up again here, when I saw the pattern, I thought, wow, this is just really easy. I love the little sleeve detail. It's just because there are a lot of facing pieces, I will say that. While this is a very, very easy dress to put together, there are a ton of facing pieces. You have the front neckline, back neckline, you have the sleeve facing pieces, and then the hem, the front and back, also has facing pieces as well. And so it's a lot of interfacing, but you all know how I do with my interfacing. Again, I always share with you what I did here. But based on the look of the dress, and you do have the option for pockets, and yes, y'all, I cut out the pockets. Here's the pocket right here. But based on the movement of the fabric, I thought it would be a little clingy with a pocket on the inside, and so I'm glad I did leave out the pocket. But because I cut out the pocket pieces, when I make this again, I'm just going to use those pocket pieces in the next, because I think next time I'm going to do a linen, because that is what they did in the cover photo. That's a linen, and I would love to do this in a linen. And so so yeah, at least I got the pocket piece for that already. But so yeah, there are, you know, extra facing pieces that you'll need to take in consideration. Or she does give you the option that if you don't want to use facing pieces, you can use bias binding, and I did a combination of both. I wanted to construct the garment as it's originally written. You all know I like to do that for the most part when I make something for the first time. However, for the hem, because I don't know what happened. I think that I might have allowed, no, because she actually suggests in the pattern, as you're sewing it up, to stay stitch the necklines, the arm, the sleeve, and the hem at the bottom. So the hem didn't stretch out. Oh, I think I accidentally stretched out the actual facing pieces because they were longer. And so yeah, I was like, I said, let me just use, I have bias binding, I'll just use bias binding for the bottom, which worked out fine. And so so that was more my fault with stretching out the hem pieces before they were interfaced. And so so yeah, and like I said, I cut out a size extra large. I traced all of my pieces except for the front and back pieces. I just cut the original. I sent my pattern, it came with my fabric from U Fine Fibers. So when this pattern originally was launched, there was a sale on the pattern, but they're on Made by Ray website, but she had a collaboration with U Fine Fibers that you would get 10% off printing the A0 copy. And so I did that and ordered my fabric from U Fine Fibers. So that's how that worked out. The other thing is, like I said, because it's as you can tell by the line drawing, it's a really easy dress to sew, to put together. So super easy. One of the things that I did, if you all have watched my previous video, my previous make, my Anak dress, right after that I had sent my two of my machines to the shop, and so my serger, as well as one of my other sewing machines. So yeah, I couldn't serge anything, so I ended up French seaming this. Yes, I did. I also French seamed it. Let me just show it to you, the dress here. This is the dress. I absolutely love it. I love the way it flows. I love the way it feels. This viscose is so easy to work with. I did wash it in cool, like I do most of my fabrics, and then a light tumble dry, and that posed no problems with it. But this viscose crepe is absolutely beautiful. It has a beautiful handle. And so here are the facing pieces. This is the sleeve, as you can tell. Now she does call for you to top stitch the sleeve and top stitch around the neckline and the back neckline. Because of the drape of this fabric, maybe I'll consider doing that for a linen, or if I used a cotton, but not for this drapey viscose. I didn't want top stitching lines on that, and so I didn't do any top stitching. But I did the exact same thing I always do for my facing pieces. I'll just take it off the actually I'm going to turn it inside out because yeah, I French seamed. Once again, I French seamed the entire dress. And let me just show you. So here are the facing pieces, as you can tell, and you all know how I do my facing pieces. I know a lot of people struggle with facing pieces. You always know I always have marking still in there, but anyway, right sides together, fold it together, and I've showed that before. And then you have this clean bottom to the facing, and then for the actual facing piece underneath here is heat bond to fuse it to the actual fabric, so this doesn't move at all. And of course I still stitch it into the shoulder seams. I do that for all my facing pieces, the front, the back, and I also did it for the sleeve, as you can tell. So I did it for the sleeve as well, and that worked out perfect. And so what I did, I'll just show you. I'm loving how this is looking, these French seams on the inside of dresses. I've done it now for a couple different projects now, so it's not taking me long to sew this dress from beginning to end. Probably took me maybe 2.5 to 3 hours, because it's a really easy sew. Even with the French seaming, and maybe because I was just in a groove with French seaming by the time I was making this, it just didn't take me long. But as you can tell, let me try to, as you can tell, there are the French seams. The side seams I did not French seam because I had realized during French seaming I think it was the back, no, it was the front, I sewed too much of a seam. So when you're French seaming, you just if you're doing a 1/2 inch, if the seam allowance is 1/2 inch, you know, you only do so much for your first row of stitching, and then you trim down and then turn it the other way around and stitch it close. Well, I took off too much for the front center seam, and so I was very careful with my back center seam. But for the sides, because I was like, I probably lost a little bit of that that give that I had, that ease, I decided just to do bias binding. So let me see if I can show you that. Hopefully you can see that. That's just bias binding I used on the side seams. So and then I went from, because this is 1/2 inch, I went down to 3/8 inch for my side seams. Like I said, because I just took too much out in the front, and so that's what I did. So I used bias binding. Let me see if you can see that. I use bias binding on the side seams, and then I also use bias binding on the hem all the way around. And so this here, I wanted to show you a little trick that you can do. When I was clipping my bias binding, I actually clipped the fabric. And so this here is this is Soki's woven fuse, and so you know, you can't tell from the back, but you can't tell, but it is a little hole back there. And I was like, I cut too close. And so, you know, the fabric, the hole where the fabric was dangling. So I gently laid this stay tape on the back so it can catch that fabric that I cut into, and then it laid down beautifully. I mean, you can't tell. The inside, you wonder, why is that right there? That's why, because I accidentally, when I was clipped a little bit of a hole in there. But it is a dipped hem in the back, if you can tell by the pictures. I'll be popping up pictures here as well. But yes, this fits so beautifully, and when I say this fabric is so comfortable, 100% viscose, if I didn't say that before. It is so comfortable, and they have a lot of nice colors. You all know I absolutely love the fabric from You Fine Fibers. I've ordered their sand washed rayon. Absolutely beautiful, absolutely beautiful. All of their fabric is beautiful. But you all can probably pretty much tell fabric stores I love, because I tend to order from them quite a bit, and they're just one of the fabric stores I do enjoy ordering from. So yeah, that's it. That is the dress. I absolutely love it. It is so comfortable, and it is such an easy sew. And you have to go back, if you did not see the interview with Dita, definitely go back and see her version. She shared one. She made a couple versions. She shared a version in the S&D sewing chat, but also make sure you go check out her Instagram, give her a follow, because then you'll see her other version that she made as well, and the materials that she used. So yeah, you gotta, I love Miss Dita, so you definitely gotta go check her out. But this is, I highly recommend this pattern if you're looking for something real easy to throw on, and nice size range. And that's why you all know I am very partial to indie patterns. While yes, I have lost quite a bit of weight, and I am able to fit into the big four, indie really does have my heart, because they have such a very nice size range, and more indie pattern designers are extending their size ranges, which is good. And so yes, I absolutely love it. I will leave there, it's no affiliate link or anything. I'll just leave a link to where you can find the fabric, the accessories, the pattern, and everything in the description box. So yeah, that is it, everybody. That is it. I don't think I have anything else. I didn't have anything else in my notes. Again, make sure you stay tuned for Wednesday's video. I believe that is my haul, my first haul video. So make sure you're staying tuned. Like I said, I have 2 haul videos coming up. I am working on the bra. I promise. We got a little busy for work. If you saw my previous videos, I had to go up to my job for my company. We're officially full-time work at home now. Praise God for that. But I've had a lot of things to do for obviously the 9 to 5, and so I just haven't had a chance to finish off that the Ingrid bra. So but it is coming. I promise it is coming. So yeah, that is it, everybody. If you have any questions, if you think I missed anything, I can fill in any gaps maybe I left, definitely let me know down in the description box. But yes, I love the emerald dress by Made by Ray. It's actually my first time sewing a pattern from her, so, and I absolutely love this one. So that is it, everybody. You all have a blessed start to your week, and we will see you on Wednesday. Bye.